Hello, and welcome to a very, very dark Studio D. It's just a few minutes till midnight, and this was the earliest that we could get into the studio today. A lot of other things were on our schedule, and this was just the first time that opened up for us. So what we're going to do is a walkthrough of the upcoming episode of the Soft Goods and Hard Truths series. This particular episode is called To Sauté or Not to Sauté. But we thought we'd go through a couple of extra steps and build the set and kind of get a sense of how this evolves. One of the things that we're working with on this particular episode is adding light. So right now you can see there's just the bare minimum of light on the set. It's just a small lamp on the front right-hand corner. Now, we're going to selectively add some light, and we're going to get to the point in which we will then do our walkthrough. But starting with just that, we're coming over here, and it's completely off camera, I think, and we're adding what is going to be a fill. It is going to be shining on the back of my head. And again, this is William Spear, and this series, as I said a moment ago, is called Soft Goods and Hard Truths. It's one of the forces that has impacted my writing over the last 20 years or so. But we started off with just the lamp in the lower right, and we've added a fill. Now, I'm going to flip the switch, and you're going to see two more lights come on, and they are these. And now we begin to have a realistically lit set. Now, it's a little quirky, I'll give you that. You've got a lot of yellows and some blues. It looks like a collision between two parts of a spectrum. So what's newest for us on this particular episode is not just working off of these lights, and I'm going to step into the camera for one moment so everybody can see me. I am a bit in profile right now. One other item, smartphone monitor, really useful in terms of framing shots, things like that. We're using the back lenses on the camera, and those are the better of the lenses. This helps to, frame shots, etc. I'll turn it around. You can probably see just a little bit of it. But we're using this as we go around and set up our shot. So we started with those, and now we're going to add a 100 watt daylight registered 5200K and see what happens here. Now we begin to have the set for tonight's show or today's episode. So what we're going to start with, what you'll see when we ultimately, this will not be here. So we're going to take this, turn this off. So the table is going to serve as the opening credits. Pretty much I'm just going to polish off the trophy a little bit. There's a lovely story with this trophy, and I've already begun building a couple stories around that. I'm not sure how long that's going to go, but that's definitely not this year or next, but building it out, building a scenario and outlining a story. So that's got a lot of personal value to it. This big cup of baseballs also has a lot of personal value to it. And that's a story that's much closer to coming to fruition. How about if we say getting started? So that's the deal. This is new to the set, just this time around. This is actually Carmichael, and I'm definitely going to date myself. I'm going to say this is the polar bear from the Jack Benny show, the old radio and the old television show. Carmichael, very, very much a friend. Loved pocket watches, just a lot of style, a lot of class. Coffee cup, not much you can do without coffee. And this right here, this is my tablet. We're going to be using this for reading from. A lot of the stories just are compiled notes and things like that. And we're going to be reading from that. And over in here, just an adventure book, a log book, plus a mask left over from COVID. These two things worked hand in hand. So the opening credits, about 15 seconds, maybe 20, and it'll be this table and a couple of things there. And then we're going to cut to a shot that's going to be just right over there. So I'm going to turn everything down, I'm going to set this up, and we're going to resume over there.